Hi, I'm Matt, and in this episode, well, as you can see from behind me, we've got some FPV footage of the Hornet FPV wing. We're also going to be discussing the topic of diversity as well. So let's just jump straight in. In the background, you can see me flying around with a model. Now, which model is this? This is my Hornet. This is my FlyingWings.co.uk Hornet FPV FlyingWing. And I just want to make absolutely clear from the outset, this is my own model. I've bought it out of my own money. It wasn't sent to me for review. I think the guy's name there's Rob. That's as much as I know. But what I do also know is these things are like the perfect summer flying wing. And you can see me bashing it in and out of those trees there in the background. And these things are great. And you can see how much fun I've had today. I'm missing the wingtip off that side. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to give you a rundown of this wing. We're also going to be discussing the topic of diversity. So it's I think it's a 600mm wing, approximately, might be 550, 55 centimeters. It's got a nice little fuselage. It's got a nice little mount which you can put an FPV camera in the front. Now you'll notice that is not a run cam camera in there. I need to hide behind the camera so it focuses up on that one. That's a board camera which costs like $10. Absolutely brilliant thing. You do need the little on-screen display doodah, which I don't think I've got on my desk. No, I haven't. You need a little board. I'll put links to all these bits in the video description for you. You turn dynamic wide range on, and you'll need to tweak the settings a bit, and it does turn up in Chinese, and it's on the second menu. I really need to do a video on this camera at a later date. 18 amp ESC, a little Emax 1806 motor on the back. With, I think it's a 50-50 prop on the back, bull-nosed, so it does pull some amps. And, oh, I've just gone through the tree of doom. Brilliant. Tower Pro servos. Because I use the FR Sky, I've got the D4R2 receiver on the back, and I've got a video transmitter on the side. I wouldn't recommend this one. I would strongly recommend you go for the TX526 switchable video transmitter, which allows you to go between 25 200 and 600 milliwatts as you see fit, and it's got a push button on the back so you can change the settings, channels and whatever you want very easily from the flight line. And you'll see that I'm just using a cable tie down there so that I got very easy access to the model itself. Now you may also notice that I've got an XT60 connector in there, and that's for a hub OSD board, which again I really need to get a video out to show you how to wire that up, because those things, oh, tree of doom again. Every time I look down at the screen I'm going through the tree of doom, and I only do it twice. Anyway, so that's the Hornet FPV Flying Wing. Probably the best summer FPV flying wing, and the reason why I'm saying the best summer FPV flying wing, because this morning when I was out flying, and you can see the flight footage here in the background, is that when there's no wind, no other model compares to this one for just nipping in and out of the trees. You can, I'm look at me just doing the slalom all the way through the trees. I just, oh, I'm so going back up there and flying later today. Anyway, one of the best little wings out there, and keep in the back of your mind, these things cost 25 quid. And also keep in the back of your mind, this is my model. I paid for 25 quid out of my own money. I've got two of these. They are absolute corking little models. I must admit, they're going to be a little bit expensive for you if you are not in the United Kingdom. As far as shipping goes, of course, that works in reverse. I won't buy models from the specific companies from the United States because the shipping is just so dear. It's probably quite dear if you'd say in the US, for example. But if you're in the UK, these things absolutely rock. So let's put the model down. Now let's talk about diversity. What is landed, by the way, and I kept all my mistakes in. Anyway, what is diversity? Now, you may have seen fat shot goggles before, and I'm sure you may have a similar pair or another set of goggles, and you're used to a single antenna coming out. Now, I wasn't a big, well, I knew that diversity works really well, and I put off buying one of these little diversity boards for my fat sharks for, oh, nice one, new tree, by the way. Keep an eye on the video footage, because I'm in and out of that one, and I'm not going to say that pun, but I go through it a lot. So, diversity. I'm sure you were like me, is that you thought there was a bit of faff and you've had pretty good reception just with a single cloverleaf antenna. And again, I really do rate these IOMaway antennas. They are absolutely fantastic. Now, diversity. Diversity is basically the switching between two signals. So let's just say that you're just flying with one antenna, and that's the antenna which you can only choose the signal from. However, if you add in a second antenna, a directional antenna. Now, I know Sir Bruce doesn't rate these flat ones, but this isn't like a flat one which like Bruce was referring to. And Bruce, if you're watching this, I'll send you one of these for free, because once you try one of these, they're absolutely amazing. I've just gone through that tree again. Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, these are absolutely brilliant. They're about $16, something like that. And you will see from the flight footage, which is going on from behind me, is that I gained so much confidence getting in and out of those trees. And let's answer that question. What is diversity? So let me just screw this one on here so that I can make the point, which is that I'm sat on the flight line, and the diversity receiver will switch between the receivers. So if you think in a normal set of goggles, you've only got one receiver. When you've got two, what this will do is that it will choose the best or the strongest signal between the cloverleaf, which is most likely going to be the strongest signal when you're close to you. Okay, so that if you're flying and around and close to you, then the cloverleaf is going to give you the best all-round reception. Whereas this bottom one, because it's directional, I think it's got, let's say, like a 30 degrees angle, is that when I was flying here, as you can see right now, and you'll see it starting to break up in a moment as I bank round to the left, is because I'm on the cloverleaf, and that the signal's breaking up because the cloverleaf was the best source, and it was having to go through the tree of doom to get the signal. However, when we switch down here, you don't even notice the receiver switching between the two antennas. It goes to the strongest signal first, or the strongest signal, so it will switch between the cloverleaf and the directional antenna. So the bit which we've just gone through, just down to our right, I've only ever gone through there like only a handful of times. And the reason why I was in and out of those trees so much today is because I just hit a tree. I just saw the branches in the background. Is because it gives you so much confidence. It's like the best of both worlds. You get the all-round reception from the standard cloverleaf, but you get the extra like signal strength when you've got this a flat plate or directional antenna on the end. You could of course use a helical as well. Now see those trees which are just off to your left, we call them balls deep, and the reason why we call them balls deep is because those trees there, you have no choice other than to commit to go through those trees. And what I was doing today, as you'll see later on in this video, is that I was in and out of those and I didn't see any breakup at all. In fact, I was shooting gaps which I wouldn't normally shoot because I was using the diversity receiver. So with that said, I'm going to turn the music up, enjoy the rest of the flight, and yeah, let's see, you've just seen that in the background. I wouldn't normally be doing that with a straight cloverleaf. And then when you start seeing me go through the balls deep section, is that you'll see the video quality which I've got, and that just gave me so much confidence in the goggles. And in fact, fingers crossed, I'm going to do it now. There, that's not even balls deep. This is a smaller gap to balls deep, and I've just, how much breakup did you see? So is diversity worth investing in? Categorically yes. I've just been out and had 6 or 7 of the best flights of this year, of 2017, because of the FlyingWing, the Hornet FPV flying. And there we are, I'm going through there again. Look out for breakup. I only get a bit of breakup when I go out the opposite side. I mean, that's because that flat plate antenna is having to go through 2 trees to get to pick up the signal. I think I'm going, good boy. Oh, I hit the tree. Brilliant. Anyway, Hornet FPV FlyingWing, absolutely amazing value for 25 quid. Unbelievable. If you're in the UK and you don't own one of these and you fly FPV, you should get one of these, and that's my honest opinion. And like I said, that's not a bias, that is a biased review because I own one. In fact, I own 2 and they're absolutely brilliant. Oh, and if you own one of these, please leave a comment in the video description letting others know what you honestly think of this thing. I just think they're great. Fantastic value for 25 quid. Diversity receiver. It's the Realacc. I don't even know the model number. I'll put a link to it in the video description. It was $48. I'll put a link to both the cloverleaf and the directional antenna also in the video description for you. Just seeing myself going for the trees. Brilliant. Because I think this combination, perfect summer day, a brilliant wing, diversity, and there's balls deep. The confidence to do stuff like that just gives a fantastic overall FPV flying experience, and I would love for you to be able to do the stuff which I'm doing there in the background. Now, for 100% clarity, I'm not affiliated with FlyingWings.co.uk. Like I said, I think the guy's name's called Rob. That's as much as I know. If you do use one of the links for Banggood in the video description, you will be supporting this channel. I like to be 100% clear on that. I've seen so many other YouTube channels, brilliant Matt, I've seen so many other YouTube channels which hide this. I'd like to be 100% clear with you. So with that said, enjoy the rest of the flight, and like I said, I leave all my mistakes in. And on that note, from myself, Matt, brilliant, I'm going to watch this myself now. Anyway, I need to go. From myself, Matt, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll see you again shortly. Cheerios!
you are.